You have been on this healing, manifestation, self-development journey for a long time, and you are still butting against resistance, against things just not happening fast enough, or no matter what you do, no matter what actions you take, what you're doing to actually make it happen, things still aren't moving in the way that you want them to move, then watch this video. I'm going to be sharing one emotion that if you shift and heal and release the energy that this emotion is creating in your body, in your reality is going to shift instantly. Hello, if you're new to the channel and new to my videos, I'm Kirsty Elizabeth. I help women release the subconscious patterns that have been holding them back. I help them rewire their identity and their energy so they can recode their reality and live the life they were here to be living. So what I want to talk to you about today is something that has come up so many times recently in my coaching calls, in the self-love boot camps that I've just done. It's something that just has such a grip on us. It is so powerful, but it's so unconscious that we don't even know it's there. And maybe we do know it's there, but we're suppressing it. So this one emotion, I'm going to invite you to start releasing today. And I'm also going to give you a tool at the end of this that you can use so you can go and do this immediately after, is shame. If we think about Abraham Hicks's emotional scale, all the way down on the bottom are things like unworthiness, guilt, powerlessness, depression. Shame is right in there. For me, shame is like taking guilt and internalizing it and saying, that makes me bad. Making something really bad about you. I'm bad. I'm not enough. And we can carry so much shame, I think, especially as women. We carry shame for everything. We carry shame for our fears. We carry shame for our successes. We don't want to outshine anyone. We weren't conditioned and raised in society to be these massive powerhouses. And so we almost hide our light. We almost dim our power. Well, we don't almost, we do it. We hold back on what we know we're capable of because we don't want others to feel bad. So we carry shame around that. We carry shame around every mistake we've ever made. It's because so many of us hold ourselves to such exceptionally and perfectly high standards that are almost impossible, or in most cases are impossible to meet. And when we don't meet them, we're disappointed with ourselves. We start giving ourselves loads of crap about it. And we start saying that means we're not good enough. Right? So we carry shame around that. And I know for the longest time, I've carried so much shame about things that I haven't achieved, about not being in the place that I want to be, around things that happened to me as a child. I was just talking about this in the self-love boot camp. I was quite badly bullied when I was young for at least a year, my last year in secondary school, and it really, really affected me. And I internalized all of it as there must be something wrong with me. The truth is, it could have happened to anyone. And the type of people that were doing it, they were just looking for someone else, right? They were moving from person to person. So it wasn't even personal. Yet I made that personal. I made that mean everything about me. I'm not good enough. It's not safe to be seen. It's not safe to use my voice. It's not safe to meet people. It's not safe to just be seen as I am. Like, I have to start adapting myself. I have to start changing into someone else to suit everyone else around me in case it's a threat. I lived with that for decades. And it's only when I started my personal brand and having to come out online, on the internet, on social media, that this has been a whole roller coaster of a journey for me. Because everything that I had hidden, I needed to start bringing out because it's who I am, right? I needed to start accepting that in myself. But there was so much shame. So I had to release all the shame. It wasn't even anything that I did. It was something that happened to me that I carried so much shame around. In the self-love boot camp on day 2, we were talking about shame. We were talking about these hidden suppressed emotions that are really holding us back. And if we are being anchored in our body, in our subconscious, it's all still in our energy field. It's all still being projected and magnified out there, right? All this shame, and then all this feeling of unworthiness, of powerlessness, of in certain aspects of our life, in all aspects of our life, it's part of our vibration. We are an energetic match for whatever we're sending out. So when that's there, we're still going to attract patterns, situations, circumstances that show us that that's true, that show us that that's reality, right? So the only way we're going to stop either resisting our next level, self-sabotaging, resisting the success, the relationships, the love, the joy, the fulfillment that we want in our lives, is to release this shame. And some of the members of the group were releasing shame from things that happened to them as a child as well. Some really quite stressful and traumatic things that, again, they'd carried shame for, but it wasn't their fault at all. None of it was their fault, yet they'd had the burden of carrying that forever. So I just want you to consider, while I'm talking about all of this, what is hitting through for you right now? What's coming up to the surface? Because as we're having this energy exchange, things are going to be coming up in your mind as to what it is that you have felt shame for. What's that buried shame, that suppressed shame? Maybe it was something you did. Maybe it was a mistake you did that you've never quite forgiven yourself. Maybe it's an opportunity that you didn't take that you've never forgiven yourself for, right? All the time we're holding on to this, we're preventing the very things we're trying to manifest, right? We're doing all this healing work and this self-growth work, but we're actually keeping ourselves from it because we don't feel like we're enough. And so that's what I invite you to release today. So I'm going to share this self-love bootcamp with you. On day 2, I have a special energy activation that you can go into and you can listen to. You can listen to the whole 4 days, or you can just go for this activation, and it will help you release that feeling of shame. It will show you what's going on, it'll show you what's in the subconscious mind, and it will help you actually process that right now in real time. So you can leave right now and go do that for free. This is something that will be paid for in the future, but I'm letting 100 people go through before I start charging it because it's powerful and self-love is the foundation of everything. But this shame that we carry, there's no place for it. There's no place for it in your vision. There's no place for it in your future. There's no place for it in the reality that you're trying to recode. Think about it. The last time you visualized, when did you visualize you feeling shame? What were the feelings you visualized? Drop it down in the comments. What are the feelings that you visualized? Freedom, expansiveness, joy, love, gratitude. There's no shame there. So we need to release it because it's blocking you from that life. It's holding you back. It's making you feel you're not worthy. You're not good enough. So start that today. And if what I've been talking about is rung true for you, and you know there is some deeper work you need to do, then I have a really special program that I'm releasing right now called Iconic, which will take you 10 layers deeper to actually working on those deep wounds of never feeling enough, maybe feeling like there's something wrong with you, never trusting yourself to make the decisions or to take those actions, or just feeling like you're not quite worthy of that next level of success. Maybe you're already successful in your business and you want to 10x your income, but there's something blocking you and it's something inside and it's something to do with what you've placed your worth on or how worthy or valuable you think you are in order to achieve it. Now, I just want to say you are worthy and valuable exactly as you are. There is nothing that needs to change outside of you. The only thing you need to change is your own self-concept, your own relationship with yourself and the way you view yourself. So if that sounds like something you want to explore, comment Iconic and I'll send you the link for that. But please do go do that meditation, that energy activation today. You can get access to the Self-Love Bootcamp for free. If you are anything like the people that have just been through it, you will love it. It will give you such radical transformation if you do it all 4 days, completely for free, because I want everyone to have access to this. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, please feel free to share it with someone who would love to hear this, to see this, who needs to hear this. And I am going to see you in the next video. Take care. See you next time.